What's up, guys? We're back. Another Trifecta Thursday, October 1st, 2020. We're coming in hot, so that means we're sponsored by Cheetos, Flamin' Hot, Crunchy, Party-Sized Cheetos, because Taxi and I, when we coming in hot with some hot takes, this is what we're munching down on. First leg of the Trifecta, we're coming in hot. Taxi and I already talked about it, so we're ready to go. Doc Rivers is the new head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. Finally, some positivity and hope. We're going to go from Dr. J to Doc, another doctor, Doc Rivers, who's going to take us to the promised land where we need it. Might not necessarily get to the championship next year, but we're going in the right direction. So what do I like about this? Doc Rivers, he means business. He holds his players accountable. He's played with superstars. He won a championship with the Celtics. So who did he have? That was the big three originally. Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. He had Rondo. They won. He knows what it takes to win. He came to the Clippers. He had Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, and then he had Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. He can coach the big guys like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. He knows how to handle those guys, and he can keep the balance. With this coach in there, we're going to give it a year, and we're going to see if he's got the secret sauce to make it work. What else do I like? We got veterans like Al Horford. He's been in the league a long time, like Doc Rivers. He knows what's expected. I think they can mesh. But most importantly, I really like what he can do with Tobias Harris. Remember where we got Tobias Harris? From the Clippers, having his best year, a potential all-star year with the Clippers. So we were talking about, do we get Tyrone Lue? Do we get D'Antoni? We don't know what's going to happen with the two superstars. We got Doc Rivers. We got our guy. He wants to be here, which is even more important. You had Houston. You had Indiana. You had the Pelicans job with Ingram and Zion. He chose to be with the Sixers. He must see that he can make Embiid and Simmons work. He can hold them accountable. Anybody with that hoarse voice is yelling, and we need a yeller. Brett Brown was too nice and easy with Embiid and especially Simmons. He's going to yell that his voice is going to get even more hoarse. Watch the Jamie Foxx tape who does the impression. We need it. We love it. We're going to get it. Don't be surprised if there's going to be some shakeups. I think guys are going to want to come here to Philadelphia to be coached by him. Could Chris Paul want to come in here and maybe we move Horford? I don't know. Maybe we move Josh Richardson. I think Tobias is going to be here because he was coached by Doc to his best year. So we got Tobias, we got Embiid, we got Simmons. I think it's going to work. I think with that coaching, we're going to do good things. A huge, huge positivity note for today. That's the first leg of the trifecta. Second leg of the trifecta. Let's talk about the Eagles, the pitiful Eagles, and Carson Wentz. I'm going to give you my rant now because I don't want to give it when I do rapid fire picks on Sunday morning. I'm over Carson Wentz. You knew I was over him 2 years ago during that Dallas game. I wanted to trade him for a treasure trove of assets, Jalen Ramsey and first-round picks, second-round picks, and build around the team where there were so many holes. Well, we signed him to the big deal, and now we're stuck with him under guarantee money for this year and next year. But you know what? He's not going to win. I'm sick and tired of hearing everybody's arguments saying he's got bad breaks. Enough of the injury talk. Enough of he doesn't have any weapons. When I look back to who he's played with, he's had Alshon Jeffrey. He's had Deshaun Jackson. He's had Zach Ertz, a second-round pick, a top 3 tight end. He's had Dallas Goedert, another top 10 tight end from the second round. He has a top running back in Miles Sanders. Taxi cannot take it. He's sleeping on it because everybody sees that Carson Wentz is done. Injury after injury. He can't win the big games. Take out that amazing 13-game stretch that took us to the Super Bowl. He's one of the most important pieces to get us a Super Bowl. I'm not discounting that. But if you take that out of his arsenal, he's a 500 quarterback at best. Same number of wins and losses, maybe more losses. Same number of touchdowns as interceptions. And then the start of this year, he has 6 interceptions and 2 fumbles, I think, going up against the Redskins, who stink. The Bengals, the worst team last year, and a piss-poor Rams team. That was the easy part of our schedule. When I look at the schedule going forward, I can't see more than 3 wins on the calendar. Washington, maybe, and the Giants twice. Other than that, you're not going to win. So what are we looking at? Best case scenario, 3-12-1. Are you kidding me? I can't take it. You say he doesn't have weapons. He's got plenty of weapons. Greg Ward has turned into a guy that can catch a lot of balls. I'm sick of him pressing. His offense is flat. He's looking for the big play. He can't read defenses. He can't read the schemes. He's not on the same page with his players. I don't know what he's doing. Let's get back to basics. Throw his focus on the 5 to 7 yard passes in the early downs and then go from there for the big bombs and open it up. He's not doing it. Every play, he's going deep and he's got nothing. He's had enough weapons. Everyone said, oh, look at what happened. Same thing with the bad years of Rodgers or Brady or Big Ben. You know what? Maybe they had some bad years. Maybe they didn't have weapons, but they played like Hall of Fame quarterbacks like they are. Carson Wentz isn't even playing like a Pro Bowl quarterback. Those guys still put up the stats, and if you're great, you're able to make some plays. He's making no plays. I can't take it. And the last 4 games of last year, you're playing against beer can teams, all non-playoff teams. It's worthless. It means nothing to me. So what does it mean? I'm going to ride with Carson until the guaranteed money is off the table. He's got guaranteed money for this year and next year, and then he's done. So what does it mean for this year? They're 0-2-1. You got the San Francisco 49ers coming up next. Then you got the Ravens, and then you got the Steelers. They're not going to win any of those 3 games. They're going to be 0-5-1. Those 3 games are going up against potent defenses. So you know what you do? You say, Carson's, good luck to you. Do what you can do and just, make the most of it as an interview. 0-5-1. Then you shut them down. You bring in the kid. Let's see what Jalen Hurts does. You know what? They drafted him in the 2nd round. I want to see what the kid's got. You play him the rest of the year. And you know what? Maybe the Eagles stink and he gets some experience and they go 0-15-1. And if Trevor Lawrence falls in our lap, if the Jets somehow miraculously win a game, which they probably won't, but maybe the Eagles get a 1st-round chance at Lawrence, you draft him and then you let him sit just like Patrick Mahomes sat his first year. And then you get rid of Carson Wentz. After next year, no guaranteed money, no one have to worry about anything off the books. You fire Howie Roseman, you fire Doug Peterson, and you start fresh. But that's what it is. 2nd leg of the trifecta. I'm over it. You all knew it. That's what we are. 3rd leg of the trifecta. The worst history of the NFL Thursday night game ever. The Denver Broncos against the New York Jets. 0-3 against 0-3. Take the Denver Broncos to win. Take them to cover. The Jets are horrendous. They're pitiful. I'd rather watch Bob Ross do whatever. I'd rather give Taxi a bath. I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather get my eyes pulled out and get a root canal at the dentist on both sides. It's going to be painful, but I'm going to watch it as the Jets lose probably 20-3. It's going to be a bad one. But that's what we got. We got Doc Rivers coming to town. Taxi and I are going to celebrate with some Cheetos. Everyone, V Productions. We'll talk to you Sunday morning. We're out of here.